If you have built your app with tools like Lovable, Bolt, Replit or Cursor, you may be sitting on a very expensive nightmare. I have recently reviewed an AI app making $20,000 per month, and I found a hole that not only leaks every customer's data, but allows anyone to empty the owner's bank account using his own AI credits. So let me show you how I found it and how to fix it. If you're new here, I'm Anto, and for the last 15 years I've been protecting the biggest banks in the world from bad things. In this video, I will show you the two common problems of vibe-coded apps, and the first one is about data and the second one is about costs. I will also tell you how to fix them. So first we're going to learn how to check if any important information can get out of our app. To show you the problem, I have created this demo app. In this demo app, a user can interact with the chat that uses an AI under the hood. Now we're going to use this demo app to simulate my review process. So first thing, I'm going to right click on inspect and click on network. I know this can be a little bit uncomfortable, but trust me, it's easier than you think. Then we can start using the app. This will let us understand a little bit what is happening when we navigate the app and how the app is behaving. So the first thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna click on login. And as you can see, everything is working. We have our chat, we can navigate to the profile and we can look at our personal data. But now if you watch in our network tab here, we have every time we moved, something happened here, right? So if I click on chats here, do you see there is this line here, request URL. This line contains a link. And the way this works is for the app to communicate with the server and get all the information about the user. In this case, is getting all the information about the chats. What I want to draw your attention on is this user 105 here. We have user 105 and then chats. If we look at the other pages that we have viewed, we have profile. And profile is very similar. There is user 105 and then profile. And same for data. User 105 and then data. So this is how the app is getting the information for the user. And if we go here in the response, we can see the actual data. So we can see a credit card number, we can see a medical history, we can see a bank account, API keys, salary, lots of information. But so far so good because we are not leaking any data. This is the user data and we logged in, so we have our password to access this data. So nothing strange. But what I want to do now, I want to do a little test with you. So if we click on the data here and we go copy and we copy URL, what we're going to copy? We're copying this link here. And if I open a new tab in my browser and I paste the data, I can see the data in the browser, right? But now, because I know how AI writes code, I'm curious and I'm going to change user 105 with user 104. Let's see what happens to this. So, as you can see, now we have different data. And this doesn't seem to be the data of the user 105. So, if you remember, his name was Bob. If I go back and I check set of data profile, we can see that we have access to someone else's data. And the worrying thing is the fact that I didn't need the password for this user. So I didn't need to hack the database or do anything that is strange. I just had to change 5 into a 4. And as you can imagine, this is not a problem just for the user, but can also be a legal nightmare for your company. But wait, because what I'm going to show you now is even more juicy. So now we're moving to the problem number 2, where this can have a huge cost implication for your application. Next, I'm going to show you how this app can completely empty your bank account. So now, if we go back on our app, and I click on chat and I send a message, hi. So look at network here. I send the message. Now we have a new chat 135 coming up. And if we open this and we look the payload, this is the message I have just sent, right? So I have sent hi and we received the list with all the responses. So every time we send a message, we are using an AI in the backend, and this is an expensive AI. So every time we pay money for this interaction. Now for this one, I'm going to use ChatGPT to check if our app is safe. And I'm going to go here, copy, and this time I'm going to do copy as CURL. When I do copy here, now we go on ChatGPT and we say this. I want to validate security of my website. I have this call in my browser. I'm gonna paste what we copied. Don't worry, you don't need to understand this. ChatGPT will do that for us. Could you check if the request is authenticated? And don't worry about the prompt. At the end, I will give you a link with all the prompts that I'm going to use and the ones that you will need to fix these problems in your app. So as we were expecting, there is no authentication information included. Now, in this example, we have two problems. The problem number one, like we have seen before, for the user data, we can see and modify other user conversations. So this is again a problem about data, but the problem number two is that because the app doesn't check the user identity, we cannot set a limit to the use of our very expensive AI model. So let's say we want to set a limit of 100 calls or 100 messages per day per user. We cannot do that because we don't know which user is calling us. So in this case, anyone can call us over and over again, consuming all our AI credits. Without checking the user identity, it's like the open bar mistake. You are meant to buy a round of drinks for paying customers, but because you are not checking IDs, you are just paying free drinks for the whole pub on your credit card. You will only know that when the bill arrives at the end of the night. I have made another video that explains this problem in more detail and is linked at the end of this video. Next, I'll tell you how to fix it without rewriting the entire app and without writing code. So these problems can be fixed in two steps. Step number one, we need a bouncer. So in our pub, we need to make sure someone is checking the IDs. In the engineering terms, this is called authentication and authorization. We simply add a check that says, does the ID of the request match the ID of the person logged in? If yes, let them in. If no, kick them out. So it may sound complex, but in reality, if you check the code, it's 5 lines of code. And then step number two, we need to limit the number of calls a user can do to your AI. For example, set a limit of 100 requests per day per user. So I have created a set of prompts that will guide you step by step to spot and fix these issues. And in this video, I show you how AI businesses can get insane bills overnight. Thank you for watching, like, subscribe, and ciao ciao!